Welcome.
Guys,
Hey.
we are back.
Wacky Wednesday, isn't it?
It's supposed to be, but is it?
Even the dates are wrong.
You see.
2021, folks. How's it, man? Back to the future. Check this out. Welcome.
I wish you guys could smell it
That's
through
good,
the camera.
good curry.
So, we've got a special guest today. Uncle Tony is back. And then we've got another special guest today. Would you please introduce yourself to the viewers?
Name's Martin and I come from Afterburn Grow.
Nice.
Awesome. We'll chat about that also a bit. So,
That's where our good chilies are coming from, isn't it?
exactly.
Only
All
the best that we can give, you know.
the nice plants that are standing outside there on the other side of that wall.
Uncle Tony, what have we got in this dish today?
It's a chicken Vindaloo that I made. And I hope it's to your liking.
It looks amazing.
Looks good, smells good.
It is amazing. The potato first.
I want to start with a piece of chicken.
And a lot of sauce.
And of course when doing a curry, you have to do basmati rice. You have to.
Yeah, it's
Doing it-
it's
if
a
you're doing it
flavoured
with
basmati rice that I made.
I see
You
there's
do
a
it
whole
with-
lot
if
more
you
in
do it
here
with
than just
tastic.
rice.
Yes.
If you do it with just normal tastic, then your
Doesn't come the
problems.
same.
Yeah, I know.
Tasting just doesn't justify it. In the rice itself, there's cinnamon, star aniseed, bay leaves, saffron.
And what's nice with the basmati is it also gives it that nice fluffy,
Yes.
allowing the juices and that so much more to soak into it.
This flavour is amazing. It's a burst of flavours,
Thank you.
and it's not a overkill on the spicing
You got
in
that
the heat
hint, you
either.
can
It's
taste
a
that hint of that masala mixed with everything else. It's like when you don't want it to be overwhelming. You want that aftertaste, like after you swallow, you want that aftertaste to actually hit you, not just burn.
That's right, yeah. I put a bit of carrots inside just more for the
Presentation.
presentation of it, yes. And it does bring a hint of sweetness into your curry as well.
Yeah.
And a bit of health. Just a
Definitely.
bit of health.
This is as traditional you can get.
No, this is amazing. If I ever tasted a curry, it's this. And for the viewers out there that's not so experienced, this is not like when your mom cooks curry and rice. You know? It's not the same thing. A lot of people confuse the two. It's not the same thing.
This is a traditional dish, yeah.
Exactly.
There's
Exactly.
about 20 different spices inside, yeah.
We saw the photographs of this dish being prepared, and fortunately we know a forensic specialist, but
What a
I think
process.
anybody is going to need a forensic specialist to decipher the amount of spices and process that really goes into this dish. It's quite amazing.
I mean, like curry, what is curry basically? It's you're more focused and do most of your work on your spice and your sauce and stuff, and then the chicken and that's just added to that. It's basically how your curry works.
Well,
But Jana, this
as
is,
Tony
this
was
has got a very
explaining
good-
earlier on, it's more of a hunt for the correct spices before you even start cooking.
No, you're correct. You need your correct flavor combo mix.
Yeah, it's the thing. It also depends on what type or what kind of curry you are making. What spice mix is going to go in there.
No, no, exactly.
The taste of the more you go for it, it starts opening up.
That's why it's important to have that aftertaste. I mean, it's nice while you're tasting it, and then after
What chilies are these?
you're getting that flavor, then you get the burn.
And this is, I bought it from a veggie shop.
Okay.
It's not, it's more like this. It's
Just want to
like,
make sure.
like the bird's eye. Your normal red chili. It's not something that I grow. I'm also like you people more into the exotics, growing them.
That's why I checked.
But I will admit in the pot that I made, this is 5 helpings. And there's still another 13 helpings that my wife is putting into the fridge. The same size as that. And inside here is one dried ghost as well.
In 13.
One of the famous
Yeah.
heat.
In that big pot, there's one dried ghost.
Only one.
Only one.
Oh.
You know, I must say, the way chilies have gone now, I think it's become more about growing it for the beauty of how the pods and everything looks than to actually grow that variety or like, I want to grow that specifically. It's not just about, oh, that's beautiful, I want to grow that one.
Yeah, that's true.
That's basically what it comes down to. And of course, your standard, you need to grow this for stock, or you need that for stock standard.
When I make a curry dish, I try and bring the flavor out of it. Not just a burn. That's what I try and do.
That's why I say that flavor, your taste,
There's not
actual
much heat.
flavor is important, because if it's just gonna give you flavor as you taste it, then the burn hits it afterwards, and if you don't have that aftertaste, then it's just gonna stay as a constant burn, no flavor.
That's right.
That's why it's important.
Oh, this is amazing. This chicken.
Definitely you can taste it's straight up traditional, not anything done mixed to it or maybe fancy or anything. It's straight up traditional.
I've been making curries for about 40 years now. So yes, actually grew up with Indians. They were my best buddies, they were my neighbors. And so I learned a lot by them.
Breakfast, 3 reapers and 1 scorpion.
If you believe in reincarnation, my previous life, definitely. I was definitely a Naidu. So yes, but I will say, when it comes to say if I'm a Naidu, I would say, Naidu, yes please.
Don't we all?
And I must admit, Indian foods, although I'm Afrikaner, I'm a boertjie, Indian foods is my favorite.
Oh, hands down. Hands down. If you actually speak to my mom and dad, whenever I cook, I'll like take out a pack of mince, it's enough for like 1.5, 2 people, and I'll cook that as a snack. Whether it be a steak, mince, whatever. The problem is I like to put too much salt in. I overdo it. So yeah, I would also say hot food, definitely my favorite.
A big difference also hot and spicy. This dish is extremely spicy,
And
but it's
flavorful
not
with
that
it.
hot.
Slight burn.
Yeah.
All the flavors. You
Of
can,
course, making sure your potato is soft.
but not just that. If you're eating rice, you taste the curry on the rice. If you're eating the potato, you're tasting the curry on potato.
Yeah.
It's not that this is a
No, you want
curry
it to
dish and
complement each
everything is
other.
tasting like it. It is.
It's not what we call in Afrikaanse moerbykos.
Dis nie 'n potkos nie, nee.
No.
Dis nie 'n stew nie.
No, you must make sure you get the right flavor with the right flavor, and they must complement each other both ways.
You know, I say to the people, making a curry, you've got to put your heart into it.
Yeah.
No, so when are you opening up a restaurant, or do you have a couple going?
Yeah, that's one of my other wishes. I would, yeah.
Yeah, I've got a restaurant. It's open every night.
From 6 to 7,
and
it serves 5.
And it serves 3.
Such an amazing dish. Thank you, Tony. This is really, really a treat.
Oh yeah.
I want to make a suggestion
Yeah.
for you for the future. But there's one problem with that suggestion. And that's why I'm not going to make it.
You know, it's very distinct with curry. So it puts it aside from like stew or whatever that's similar, but with the color,
Yeah.
the specific color and the way you can see the oil, because it's a curry, the way you see that spice and the oil in it, and yep, it's curry.
Do you make a YouTube channel where you teach the people how to proper make curry? Like people in South Africa and all across the world to do
Yeah,
it the
you
right
put
way.
it in a pot and you make it very, very hot. And then that's
But I
it.
can't suggest that to you because there's a problem.
Tell me.
Because then all your secret recipes will be out there for everyone.
No, I don't mind. You know, sometimes something that you love other people need to know about it.
That's true.
Or we're just gonna
There
let
would
it
be a
live and
big
die with
difference.
you and then never let other people enjoy it.
There would
further as
also
well.
be a big difference between your private recipes being filmed as a collection for your restaurant and your traditional dishes being put out there. So in the traditional dish, there is actually no real secret, except the amount of love and time you do on prepping your
Yeah, but
food.
that's why they call it traditional.
For instance, making a korma. You know, well, people, the basics is the same, but people got their own recipes making a korma. And I wouldn't share my whole recipe when I'm making a korma because it's extremely time consuming. But people that know how to make a korma, it's very time consuming to make it. But
But you want to make fudge, that shit.
yeah, but if you people want to, we can do it one day. I can even come here with all my ingredients and we can set up something else.
That does sound like a plan.
Yeah.
Don't worry, no words need to be said.
I have not eaten this much for a lunch in ages.
And this is filling, guys. This is not just, no matter how much you eat, it's filling
No.
food. I don't even think I'm going to make it through the whole plate.
And for the guys who know me,
It's those things, it tastes so good. It's like I'm full, but I gotta go dish up another plate.
that's what's happening here, because for those who know me, I might have a sandwich. Might. A slice of pizza, and most of the time I leave my lunch. I don't even eat it. That has gone down way quicker than anybody else's.
I hope you enjoyed it.
That was brilliant. Thank you. Damn, that was good.
We must do a...
Oh, we're going to bump into you as well. Sorry to interrupt. We're going to
No, no,
bump into you this weekend, isn't it? At the
chili fiesta.
Chili Fiesta.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, that's gonna be one hell of a time, guys. You must definitely pull
Is it
through.
this weekend?
Adventure MX and Rhino Park, yeah. The old Rhino Park, Adventure MX. Guys, come and see us there.
Yeah. No, definitely. Yeah, it's it's,
You know, that
it's
was
this weekend. We must pre-film it,
good
so
lunch.
this episode will air the Wednesday straight before that weekend. So for the viewers, it's this weekend.
Okay, yes.
For us, it's
No, that's right, yes.
then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For them,
Yes,
it's now. So, yeah, and also from our side, thanks to all the sponsors and all the stall holders and people that's been during this time that they needed more
Showing
support
the
for the
love.
event, showing the love and bringing your support, and it's going to be lekker.
Yeah, I'm going to get a couple of my buddies out with their bikes.
Push things forward. All the support helps the growth.
I might even bring my bike out for the day.
Let's hope so.
Yeah.
Your bark.
That'll be awesome.
Hey, I got one of those as well. You know those plastic ones, your very first one ever? Yeah, I got one of those.
So guys, on the 9th, come and see us. That's this Saturday.
Yeah,
Chili Fiesta, Adventure MX, Rhino Park.
it's the day after the day after the day after tomorrow
Come get
or
things,
something like that.
come get things heated.
Yeah.
Definitely, and if you
It will
haven't,
be a heated up day.
yeah,
Definitely.
definitely, yeah, that's going to be a hot day.
Hey,
That's gonna be heated up,
that sounds fire.
That's when you're going to feel true South African summer inside of you.
We're actually going to hope that it's going to be a cold day.
Yeah, so you got something to warm up.
So we're going to heat it up.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you can still at least just be in your t-shirt and
So
underwear,
there's going to be loads of competitions and challenges. We've got the sauce competitions. If you haven't entered yet, maybe there's still space left.
No.
There's one for the nicest tasting sauce, one for the hottest sauce, and then there's also a hot wings challenge, which I dearly regret
Oh,
I cannot
hands
enter
down.
for. And what else is there? Pod eating competition.
Yeah.
Traditional old school pods.
Yeah, and there's something else that they added eventually as well, which I can't remember what it is now, but there's a bunch of challenges. And if hot stuff is not for you, come check the people that love burning.
Samosa challenge.
That's the one.
Samosa
That's
challenge.
the one that they added. See?
Oh, Samosa challenge.
Mm.
I'll enjoy
Yes.
So,
We can't take part in any of these.
no, we probably can. I just decided not to enter because we're going to taste so many sauces during the day. Do
That's
I really
also
want to
true,
go
eh?
and eat challenge as well? That is looking for my stomach to hate
that. Yeah, but
me
you see,
forever.
all you gotta do.
I'll come
all you
get one of
gotta
your
do-
cayenne
All
balls.
you gotta do is you gotta eat like a couple of the hottest chilies ever. and then the rest will be easy. Then you'll be set. Hot zest is already there, it's over.
Then again, this has been on the table. Century Farms. Looks like a spread. Are we going to try
Yeah,
some?
it's a.
I've been
it's a chili
dying that you
garlic
open it
spread.
up.
I believe
It looks a lot like mayonnaise.
It does,
Oh.
eh?
It actually looks like a chili mayo.
I was actually shaking it around just now, having a look at the consistency.
Yeah, so it's apparently a spread.
Well, it's like a garlic French fry dip.
Yeah, she says it's a spread, so I believe if we're going to chow it on the spoons, we should take
But
a knife and
I must
spread
say,
it on the spoon.
the color,
Well, that's one option.
the
Otherwise,
color of it's quite nice.
Thank you.
oh, interesting. Let's see what it.
Color's very good.
I'm going to spread a little bit over there, but before we go as a spread, we will taste the spread.
You smell a lot of
Smells
garlic
like
in
it.
there.
Yeah, that's good. Garlic
a lot
is
of
always
garlic in
healthy.
there. Well, if there's any vampires and shit around,
I think this would
They
make
actually
an
like garlic.
amazing garlic
Contrary
bread.
to popular belief.
Take a nice French loaf, slice it down.
some butter.
Johnny, I don't even think you need butter. You can chuck this
Okay, yeah,
just
you put
in
this
and
in there
then.
and then you grate some nice cheese
They
on
said
top.
this is a spread,
Yeah.
and you made it Anneli.
Yes.
Now let's not offend Anneli.
One of the main
Now let's
organisers.
spread it.
And spread it, and like,
Put a bit on your potato. Cut a piece of potato.
well,
And
it-
chuck
it
that
should go
on.
Good with,
Ooh la la.
Mild. Wow.
But
Hy's
the flavour-
geknoffel, né?
I'm going to love to have this over a piece of fish.
At
Yeah.
Whoa.
But with this, what you do.
Nice hike fillet or kinky fillet.
But
Wow.
with this, what you do is you spread it while the fish is still hot, so it kind of melts on the fish, and then you take a raw piece of lemon,
can taste
Hy wil, hy wil net kom.
squeeze it on.
Anneli, jy
Can
mag
taste
maar.
that nice,
I want some
that
more.
nice garlic, but that creamy garlic taste to it.
I'm going to be stinking for the next 2 days.
It's like
eh?
it's almost
Yes,
like
it
a
is.
liquid. It's like almost like a liquid garlic mayo with chili.
There it goes.
That's
For,
nice.
for my tolerance level, this is too low. I can't give it a heat rating out of 10, but a flavor rating is definitely a 10 out of 10.
There's no heat there.
No, there's no heat.
No.
Well, for us, I suppose,
Yeah.
but
Wow.
there's
Yeah,
no
but maybe
heat
for
there. But
for some that don't handle it or anything, that they're going to eat this and it's like a reaper for them.
Listen,
But the overall thing is that flavor, that garlic.
This
It's
is
not
amazing.
it's not overwhelming.
I think the chili is
amazing.
taming the garlic and vice versa.
Yeah. yeah.
It's as if there's a hint of chili, and you don't taste the
With a
garlic
layer-
on the
with a
first
layer-
bite, but
a
once
layer
you've
of
swallowed it, that
invisible
garlic
meat
comes
and-
through. Eh?
cheers, people.
Didn't I do that to you yesterday?
But I must say, what's interesting to me is the color.
Eye for an eye, or chili for a chili.
Color's beautiful.
I love that nice peachy.
Color's
for,
beautiful.
for what it is, the color is awesome.
I'm dying to make a garlic loaf out of that.
One of those proper French loaves.
French loaf, slice it down sideways. The only thing I would possibly add here is maybe a
Cheese,
tiny
grated
bit of
cheese.
butter on the top with either a herb or maybe some cheese, but definitely some herbs on the top just for presentation.
Yeah.
And then on the bra.
Yeah, net so.
On the
Yeah.
bra.
Net
Some
so.
boerewors and
This.
like a steak.
So that's giving me an idea.
Sanctuary Farms, well done.
Well
That's
Absolutely.
an awesome, awesome
Kills it.
spread.
So what you do is you make like a little a butter with some spices or herbs or whatever, and then you take Sparsma's got those braaibroodjie things, the ones that's got no filling.
Oh
You
yes,
cut open yourself.
yeah.
So you make your basic butter with your basic flavors that you're adding in, and you put this on top, and then you put it on the braai.
No more struggling going through cutting and crushing your own garlic and doing.
Anneli,
butter
you got my
mix.
number. Gooi the recipe. That's amazing. Now, that is amazing.
We're done
Like you
then
say
for
with that-
today.
like you say
Let's
with
go
that-
start
with that
preparing our
fish.
next dish.
I think so. I think
What's
so.
That hate fish.
Hakefish,
Oh,
yeah.
it's just gonna come
gonna
through.
eat it.
It's just gonna come through. I just, when I tasted it, I just visualized, fish.
But one more thing before we go, ladies and gents. I've noticed in different artisans, you can almost see which ones are more fish orientated inclined, because their chilies and their sauces and their add-ons would the moment you taste it like we just did, you know this goes well with fish.
But you
then you
also
get other
you
guys
also
that
do
go
that
well
according
with
to how
meat
you've,
and well with
How did you mix your flavors in that? That's how you're gonna.
But it's true what you say. It's a lot of times,
Like, you're certainly not gonna eat this with chicken.
yeah. And even sometimes with the smell already, when we do a normal Friday episode, sometimes we smell something, and whoever smells it first, this will go well on pork, or this will go well on that, you know?
Yeah.
So
or salad.
Yeah.
Salad dressings.
You and your famous salad dressing.
Thanks Sanctuary Farms, this was an awesome spread. Definitely enlightened our taste buds again. And thanks Tony for joining us. This was
Thanks for
an
the curry.
amazing meal. Yes. And thanks for joining us as well.
You enjoyed it?
I loved it.
Pleasure. It was nice.
I loved it. Great
Hope
stuff.
to be on more episodes.
Yeah, I'm sure you will.
We'll
Just
really,
glad being together again, yeah?
we'll really eat it up.
So come see us on Saturday, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah,
From the team this side, we bid you well.
yeah, over and out.
Stay hot and healthy. Eh?
Yeah, it's a healthy. Yeah.
Cheers, guys and gals.